Loki absolutely loves her Garfield from the state fair. She's playing with it as much as she can, even when Mr. West is trying to steal it from her. And our first stop is gonna be Walmart, and not just any Walmart. The first place, the first Walmart I ever saw an arcade 1-up. The beginning, before the beginning really hit. Before I really knew what they were, you know, seeing them on YouTube, came across my very first arcade 1-ups at this very Walmart. It looks different. I haven't been here for a while. Probably, who knows, 5-6 months? Could be that long. My coworker over there. must know about the YouTube. I had to wave to him. I came here for another reason, but it's just a special Walmart. Lost my train of thought. They must have just painted this. It looks totally different. But yeah, 5-6 months since we were here. We're gonna run in. There's something special here. Hopefully still here. Wanted to come here first. We will do like a coffee a little bit. But welcome to today's video. As of recording of this Monday, August 11th, 2025. Big news from GameStop. We're gonna get to that. First, gonna go to Walmart, then grab a coffee, probably get some gas, and hit up GameStop, and also a little bit of flood updates. After the storm has passed, more rain is coming, but some areas actually got a little worse. But yeah, we're gonna run it. Long intro, I know. Kind of lost my train of thought there when I was kind of going through my spiel about arcade 1-up. Saw my coworker, but it looks different without the blue in the background. Okay, nothing really new except for the fact of, oh yeah, they have a Switch 2 demo here. But yeah, right in this area is the first place that I've done this before. We've come here and, you know, kind of going over the history of, yeah, I saw arcade 1-up here for the very first time, and once X-Men came out, the rest is history. Now, if I can find something here that stated it was available, you know, it was showing up online, this will be a huge win. I don't see it. I see Iron Man. That's not the droid I was looking for. Okay, it does say that it is available at this store, so I'm gonna have to ask somebody. I'm gonna run over to check out another spot, but it's saying it's here. It is the Punisher War Journal. I have not seen him in a store. Walmart is the first place that these are showing up, and it's stating that it's here. The team member is going in the back just to see if it's back there. It should have been right over here where Iron Man is, but maybe it's in the back. Maybe it's that new that, you know, it's 60 bucks. Maybe it's just, hopefully it's back there. And James Hates Everything has seen it at a Walmart yesterday, so just kind of proof that they are showing up in stores. So James was saying Walmart this morning, on a Sunday morning he came across it. Well, she came back empty-handed, so unfortunately, even though it's showing up at Walmart, I guess it was too good to be true. It is not officially here. A little bummed, but it keeps the hunt going. I know GameStop eventually will get them, but I was hoping to just, you know, pick it up. Like, every Walmart in the area was showing not available except for this one, and I could order it online. But what's the point of that? What's the fun of that? So just want to come back where I originally saw arcade 1-up. Now we're seeing Switch 2. We're seeing markups of Switch 1, and unfortunately, the wrong inventory on a McFarlane Punisher. So the hunt continues. Hey, there's good old Bucky Rogers. So James passed on picking up the Punisher. He has way more willpower than I do. Just got to do a little Back to the Future reference here, because I would definitely have picked that up. Would have got it now if it would have been here, but we'll keep looking. And yeah, just ordering stuff, like going back to like the last Superpowers. The only reason I ordered that because it wasn't going to be in stores. So this is in stores, and I'm just going to have to keep looking. All right, let's get a coffee. Walmart, you tricked me. What's fun about ordering something online? What's fun about a building that transforms into a robot? It's a skyscraper. At the Meadowbrook Corner pump 5. In gas at $3.79.9. Gonna fill her up. We're at Sitco this time. on the way. On the way to Dunkin' and GameStop. This car doesn't need to get gas. And I know what I said about going medium for a while, but yeah, I think a large is due for today. Coffee achieved. It feels warm. Feels warm enough to be considered hot. Used my points yesterday to get, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, to get a free large coffee every 500 points or cut in the grass. All the rain, it's crazy to think that people are already mowing the lawn. I want to kind of touch on some flooded areas that kind of get shadowed by the tree. Now, the Punisher is not worth I just want to say that he's not worth $59.99. $34.99. You got to be a die-hard fan if you want to pick that up. I don't want to not faulting James for not picking that up. $60 plus taxes. Let's just call it $63. Ooh, that's hot. Wow. Actually tried to take a sip before I started talking on the camera. And I could tell though, the heat coming out of here. Wow, that is a hot coffee. It is not worth $60. There's just want to state that. You have to be a die-hard, a true fan if you want to spend $59.99. Should be $49.99. But on the Punisher War Journal, which has that NES cover, the art from the NES Punisher game. Also with the headband, the Rambo style is like the New Mutants on the cover, so the comic book cover. That's why I want to get that. It reminds me of not only the New Mutants, but the Punisher NES, plus it's the Punisher. So I will spend the money on it, but I'm just stating right now, it's not worth it. Also, I was gonna do a review on it, not the same video, but I would have did the video, and then it would have been like maybe a 6, 7, 8 minute review, just cutting right to the review. None of this, you know, anything else. No McDonald's, no Dunkin', no coffee. Just here's the statue. So when I do get it, I'll probably do something like that. But I was gonna just kind of show it off at the end of this video, and then to follow, like maybe actually 2 videos in the same day of here's the true unboxing review, Punisher War Journal, but I don't have it. Might stop at another Walmart just to see, because you can't trust the inventory online. But we're gonna head to GameStop because it's double pro week. Current temperature, look at this, 88 degrees. We could time travel right now. And double pro week means it's going on for 2 weeks. So pretty much the best deal at GameStop will be the buy one, get one 50% off. Now it's not gonna count on everything, but on all clearance and markdown items. We have Superboy. I wonder if this was the package for the Eradicator. Oh, look at this. That is really cool. So yeah, the Reign of Superman, when they introduced Cyborg, Steel, Superboy, Eradicator, they all had their covers, and this is representing that one. Nice. So yeah, this doesn't count as getting something. I'm gonna kind of force it in there a little bit. Maybe not. It's a hook. I thought it was one of those. One more time. This doesn't count as one of those buy one get one 50% off. It's got to be on the markdown clearance. So this area is the markdown clearance, but there's other incentives going on. There's the 2 for $30 on the t-shirts. See what I did there? Also on the McFarlane, the Marvel statues, it's 40% off on the older ones. So so if the Punisher was here, he wouldn't be 40%, but everything else for the most part. There's a new Daredevil, a Deadpool, where he's in the X-Force uniform. That would not be 40% either, but Thor would be, Spider-Man, Captain America, you know what I'm saying. Stop the press. Hold on a second. They have Nightwing here. That's Superboy. I want to get into something about let me just set him right here for a second. Look at Batman. Is this Michael Keaton? No. Look at how high those ears are. Oh, the muscles right here. Yeah, that is really cool. I thought that was Michael Keaton for a second. But yeah, then I saw that. Let's look at this crypto. He's got a little squish to him. Okay, now if you remember when we were at it was the Hulk Hogan video, when Hulk Hogan passed, we went to a comic book store. This right here is Batman. I believe it was year 1, and it was the Robin story. I have 3 of those 4 comics. This right here was on the cover of one of the comics. I think it was the first one, and then he becomes Nightwing, and then you kind of have the Jason Todd, and then Tim Drake showing up as Robin at the end. I think it was a Lonely Hearts, Lonely Place. Nonetheless, that might have been another series, but it was the Dick Grayson story. Never got the 4th, and I think that's when Nightwing was going to try to avenge his parents, and I don't have that issue, so I think that's what this is referring to. Look at you have the New Titans, Nightwing. What a find! This makes up for the Punisher not being there. And I have good news about this. There's no like incentive, any deal per se, on anything GameStop is offering, for Double Pro Week. But I have something that could work. I want to thank somebody for using my number to kind of help me build some points, because I have probably almost enough to pick up something like this and maybe just pay a few dollars. So thank you. I want to say thank you, Evan, because I know Evan's been helping me out, and thank you to anyone else who's been helping me, because it's not just the pro, your $5 monthly points. I use mine. Now if I sit on them and save it for closer to the end of the month, I probably won't use it. So in the last 12 months, 2, maybe 3 times I have not used those $5 monthly rewards. But I have, the more you buy, you accumulate points. The more you put in, your pro member, those expire. So if you're saving up, something I learned yesterday is you can only use them up to $50, and if you sit on them for over a year, you'll lose them unless you have the pro credit card. So I don't. I just have the pro. I pay my $25 a year, so I have some points. Long story short, gonna pick up Nightwing with those points. But for the next 2 weeks, there's gonna be sales deals by being a pro member, and I think that every pro week, double pro week could be different, but the best deal right now is buy one get one 50% off on any of the clearance markdowns. Everything else is just kind of they have 40% of McFarlane, and then the t-shirts like I said, and then I think it was there's a deal with the games pre-owned, buy one get one 50% off kind of thing too. So also, what's this, buy 3 get 3 on all CandyCon, faceplates, D-pads, thumb grips, framed editions, and combo packs. So look at Gambit. Look at that artwork. You have Wolverine. Another close-up of Nightwing here. This is my favorite render. Maybe I was wrong with the collar, because it's not that high on here either. So maybe it just looks higher on the artwork. It's just comparing them to the superpowers, because it looked, they had Deadman, he had a higher collar than the Nightwing. I think some people thought that it was the same, the same figure, just made it look different. I don't think so. But yeah, maybe it's not as high as I thought, but this is my favorite Nightwing render. This is the original Nightwing. So yeah, I can't leave this one here. I forgot all about this one coming out. Never saw the Eradicator. The Superboy. I was really, really tempted. But there can only be one. Got to keep it reasonable. And I'm gonna pick up Nightwing. Didn't have as many points as I thought, but I had a little bit to take off the price. But I don't know. I might have read something wrong. I thought I had I was like, wow, I have like $24 built up. Apparently I didn't. So I was wrong about that. Trying to figure out the air. The air is off in here right now. It's a little steamy. I thought it was just me because I'm drinking a scalding hot coffee. But Nightwing officially achieved. I just saw something that I missed, and he was right under Nightwing. I was so stoked to see him, or under Superboy, that I didn't even notice. There is Monarch here, so you have the Justice League on the bottom, which I love that logo, and then a new Batman V2. Ooh, look at Israel. Oh, I have that comic back there. That is, wow. You know what? I'm going towards that. You'll never, I don't know. Like talking to myself, you'll never come across this. You'll never be good enough. You'll never come across, yeah, this comic right here, I have this. That is great. Wow.
You got a ROM.
Someone is gonna,
You guys got a ROM finally.
stumble across this and be like, holy cow, Israel's here. Also, buy 2, get 1 free on all plush, trading cards, accessories, board games, and homeware. Probably didn't have like all the facts on my email from GameStop, but yeah, bunch of incentives. So hit up GameStop in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, Nightwing just showed up. I mean, he just showed up today. So all of those, I didn't see any of those when I was here yesterday. So either they were unboxed yesterday or they came in this morning and were put out. So luck of the draw, you know, you miss out on one thing, or you know, you think I missed out on the Punisher and I found Dick Grayson. All right, I had to stop at Target for some Afrin. I shouldn't even show this. I know I'm gonna get a backlash on that. I am hooked on this stuff. It's the truth, unfortunately. So I did not want to get this from Walmart. I was a little upset that, yeah, they didn't, you know, they kind of tricked me. So buying it from Target didn't really go that far. You know, it was right by GameStop anyways. All right, Afrin achieved. My nostrils clog up at night. It's not good. It's like concrete. Oh, and Starbucks is finally open. Or just yesterday, looked like it was close, and now it's officially open. So might be getting coffee here on a Sunday morning when I'm shopping. With all the rain we got, the river got even higher. I'm trying to make my way towards, you know, more in the downtown. There's detours everywhere. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get to that point. There's just traffic from here and over on the other side, just trying to get around because I think it really overflowed. Yeah, they have it blocked off. I'm trying to get in the back way, so the road is closed. I am unable to get down to the usual intro. I was actually gonna go there and start the video, and then, you know, just caught wind of the Punisher statue, but there's no way to get down by the river. It's got to be like just covered in the parking lot. That is crazy. Yeah, so this is closed, and you can see, look at all there's ducks swimming in the street right now. I cannot believe we got this much water. I mean, this is like maybe 3 blocks past where we usually are. So I'm gonna turn right. There's a huge puddle over here, and just kind of weave my way around. But yeah, I am unable to go anywhere where we usually start the video off. Yeah, it's nuts. I want to say that it's the most rain that we have ever gotten in the last 1,000 years. Like that's what they had on record. Like, it was that much. I mean, the river was never this high before. I mean, that river, it's almost as high as this bridge. I wasn't even sure if this bridge would be open. That's gonna do it for today. I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Have some fun stuff planned next couple of days. So I don't want to give out any spoilers, but I kind of like leaning towards not opening Nightwing because the artwork it's just so good. I don't want to tear through any of this. I mean, this is like Nightwing 101 nostalgia with me. So I'm gonna leave them in the box. I want to take them out, but you know, look at that. I mean, you have the new Titans on there, the card in the inside. He looks so clean. I've been good to like pass on like Dr. Fate and Two-Face. But yeah, see a Nightwing and Superman. There's a really nice 80s look Superman, but I couldn't pass on Nightwing. Glad I picked him up. Thought I had more points. Nonetheless, we'll see you guys next time. Of course, if I would have picked up the Punisher beginning of the video at Walmart, that was the intentions. That was the whole plan, the idea. I wouldn't have bought Nightwing. Now that I bought Nightwing, I'll see the Punisher later on. I'll pick him up. So it was just, it just worked out. It was just meant to be. So yeah, just wanted to kind of end with that. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm coming for you, Frank. One last thing. The fact that I have this Azrael, I don't think I'll get the red one. Because, you know, he's kind of the good guy here. When he, you know, that last render, when he went all red, I mean, he was the villain. So I think it's not. I was hoping it had the same, you know, the same background as that other one. Because I had that comic. But I don't know. Maybe if it's still there, when I get my next, you know, pro points, my $5, I'll get it. But I don't think it will. But I do have this one. Also, this other render of Crypto. And she's got her Garfield.